I'm John Aiello, and I have a great job. For nearly 12 years now, I've been privileged to be the executive director of Open the Bible. Working closely with Pastor Colin, I have the joy of leading our wonderful team of employees and volunteers every day. On Tuesday, I had the chance to look back and celebrate the many blessings and the extraordinary impact that we've seen in people's lives in the past 12 months. Tonight, I get to share with you what we're hoping, what we're praying, are projects that continue to honor the Lord and help bring people to the cross of Jesus Christ by, as Colossians 3:16 says, letting the word of Christ dwell in them richly. There are so many new and exciting projects that we'll be pursuing over the next 12 months. Although they differ in focus, they all center around the key tenets of our mission: opening the Bible for people, helping people open the Bible for themselves, and equipping people to open the Bible with others. With your continued help, the following key initiatives and others like them will become a reality in 2023. First, Spanish language resources. In 2022, we took a huge leap forward with our content translation efforts. People are far more willing to engage with our content when it can be provided to them in their native tongue. It's not an easy thing to do, but we are pushing hard. For example, by year-end 2022, the key portions of Open the Bible Story will have been translated, recorded, and released in Albanian, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Latvian, Spanish, and Tamil. Soon, all these valuable resources will be accessible on our website. We know there are people in many countries anxiously awaiting this content. And we also know that there are ministry leaders and pastors who will use it extensively to serve God's people around the world. Honestly, we may never know how that content gets used, but we have faith that the Lord will bless the efforts. And amen to that. So in 2023, we want to go much deeper into the development and distribution of one particular language, Spanish. There are roughly 450 million native Spanish speakers in the world, many of whom do not know Jesus Christ. And a large percentage of those who do know Jesus have more of a nominal faith, if you will. They may not completely grasp the essence of grace and what Jesus really did for us at the cross. Well, with your help in 2023, we are praying that we will be able to launch a Spanish Open the Bible website that can serve as a hub for these very people. That we can translate many more of our print and electronic resources into Spanish. That we can embark on a social media campaign to help reach Spanish speakers where they are. That we can launch targeted Spanish language radio specials in key metropolitan markets in many different countries. That we can establish partnerships with organizations that can help us distribute our Spanish content wherever it needs to go. In Spanish, Open the Bible translates to Abre la Biblia. Lord, in 2023 and beyond, please help us help Spanish speakers all around the world. Abre la Biblia. Second, our ministry in the United Kingdom. Like most of the Western world over the past many years, the UK, the United Kingdom, has experienced a rise in secularism and a decline in biblical Christianity. But there is reason to be encouraged. Recent research showed that 2 out of every 3 people in the UK say that they have a Christian friend of whom they think highly. It seems that Christians in the UK are doing a great job of witnessing to their friends and family with their everyday behavior. And this means at the right time, there will definitely be opportunities for believers to share their faith. The Bible can and should be a huge part of that, and we want to help. The UK is a great mission field. And while we've aired our radio program in the United Kingdom since 2017, we are convinced that there's much more we could accomplish there with a local ministry presence. Think feet on the ground. In June of 2022, Open the Bible officially established a UK-based charity, Open the Bible UK. And this startup sister ministry now has its own board of trustees, all UK citizens, by the way, plus Pastor Colin and me, along with its own executive director. We've been investing time and resources into UK ministry for years, and starting in 2023 and for several years to come, we will take that to a whole new level. The U.S. Open the Bible Ministry will be investing in Open the Bible UK in sort of a startup, almost a venture capital fashion. And in 2023, we're praying that together we'll be able to continue reaching a broader group of people with our daily radio program there. That we'll be able to develop UK-specific digital tools, websites, mobile apps, blog, social media. That we'll be able to train a local ministry outreach team to contact and pray with listeners around the landscape there. That we'll be able to engage with like-minded UK-based pastors to provide a platform for them to share their biblical content. And we're also hoping and praying to have virtual and in-person events throughout the United Kingdom. I know that Pastor Colin considers it a great joy to be ministering once again to the people of the United Kingdom. And although none of us were born there like him, our entire team shares that joy in a big, big way. And then third, growth of Open the Bible for Leaders. Open the Bible for Leaders is our free video-based training platform, which is full of practical, actionable guidance for establishing fruitful gospel ministry for the long haul. In mid-2022, via our new website, we soft-launched the first 3 modules of this great new tool. And those training sessions have been extremely well received by over 1,000 registrants. But we know that there's so much more to do, so many more leaders to reach. And with that in mind, we are praying that in 2023, it'll be a year of significant growth for the reach and effectiveness of this gospel-centered online training for church leaders. Over the next several months, we'll be adding a new module called Pray the Bible, where participants can get practical guidance on how to use biblical prayer every day and how to train others to do it as well. We'll also be adding a new module called Sustaining a Lifetime of Service, where participants will get advice, practical advice, on how to best prepare for the long haul, many years of fruitful ministry. We'll be developing a 24-session bundle of lessons called Foundations of Gospel Ministry, and then hopefully translating the foundation lessons into Spanish. We'll also, importantly, begin the issuance of certificates for those that complete leaders training, something that tells them, I've gotten there. We believe that the Lord has opened a door of opportunity with this training that we are uniquely positioned to walk through. And our team is really energized by the potential of truly building into those that are caring for God's flock. 2023 promises to be the pivotal year in those efforts. You know, Spanish language resources, expanded ministry in the UK, and much needed training for next generation leaders. These are just 3 examples of the many projects planned for the next 12 months. If I were to share them all with you, you'd have to pull up an extra chair for me at your dinner table this evening. The list is long. It's clear to see that we've been enjoying an extended season of blessing at Open the Bible, and I hope you are encouraged by our continued desire to go as far and as wide as possible. But frankly, none of this is possible without you, our supporters, who come from over 50 states and more than a dozen different countries. Your faithful investment side by side with us in Open the Bible inspires me and our entire team every day. Thank you so much for that. In just a few short weeks, you'll receive our 2022 year-end appeal in the mail. This brochure will capture stories of impact from many parts of our ministry. It will also summarize the growth that we've experienced, the plans we see ahead, and importantly, the financial resources needed to fund those plans. Once again this year, I humbly ask you to keep an eye out for this mailer, and I thank you in advance for your help. In the now many years I've been in this role, it's never been perfectly clear how the Lord will provide the resources that we need to push forward. I have to say that's definitely the case again this year end. And yet, every year, the Lord does indeed provide. Again, I humbly ask that the Lord put it on your heart to once again support Open the Bible this year end, and even increase your giving if you're able to this year. Thank you so much. It is really great to be in this ministry together with you. May the Lord bless you and all of your loved ones, and thank you so much for your time.